Hello everyone and welcome to TPCHL Game Time Season 7, Week 4 Titans, Falcons. My name's Meter and I'm joined in the booth today by your TPCHL reigning champion, Colbus. How's it going today, Colby?
You know, the loss last night stung a lot, Meter, but here I am today in the booth ready to call some fantastic TPCHL action, brother.
And man, am I ready to call it with you. We have Rockman taking on Bama Shocks in what is sure to be an outstanding matchup. Atlanta going to start with the ball at the 25-yard line after taking a knee in the end zone. Matt Ryan directly behind the center, directing traffic. Man in motion, snap, handoff, taken now well behind the line. Freeman with a loss of 4 right out of the gate.
Yeah, Tennessee looking to pull even here today at 2-2. Atlanta trying to keep the winning ways and go up 3-1. You know, obviously only one of these great teams is going to win. And the last outing these guys were at, I believe Atlanta went up on them.
These two teams are going to be exceptional playing against each other. I am really excited to see how this one turns out. 2nd and 14 now, one out to the left. Ryan directly behind the center, takes a snap, handoff, fake, looking, throwing out to the left, caught in the air and while in the air, swatted out of his hand. What a defensive play.
And just to let you know, Meter, looking up some stats on the wonderful TPCFootball.com, Titans and Falcons as of right now are 1-1 in franchise history.
That is shocking. Ryan now looking, 3rd and long, bombs it way downfield into coverage, and it's swatted down, gets a fingertip on it, and that's going to force a 4th and 14 situation.
Definitely looks like the Titan defense is out there to play hard today.
I could not agree more. We're going to see a big punt attempt here. Atlanta booting this one away. Travels to the 25 where Jackson takes it, taking off to the right and moving it out to about the 30, a 5-yard return. And sets him up with some decent field positioning, but more importantly, stopping Atlanta instantly, a 3-and-out.
You know, the thing is, Atlanta has such a high octane offense that it's very good for the Titans defense, especially for morale, just to get that 3-and-out.
Mariota now directly behind the center, a man in the backfield. Everyone else on the offensive line and evenly staggered. Handoff out to the left. Henry taken down behind the line. A loss of 3. Both of these teams with big losses right out of the gate on the run attempts.
Absolutely, and I think that's going to be one of the big things in this game is both teams are going to try their best to stop each other's run game because really both teams have excellent runners.
Rockman has one of the strongest running games I've ever played against. He ran all over me when we played a friendly together. We'll see how that plays into this game. Mariota calls an audible. Now calling out to the right, back over to the left. Tap in the helmet, snap, handoff, trying to get out to the right and taken down behind the line again as a lineman shakes his tackle. Henry now 2 rushes, -7 yards.
Not looking good for the run game so far. Being swarmed by the defense is very surprising. A little bit shocking.
3rd and 17, a long way to go.
And just to let you know, we had a poll here in the chat. We asked who was going to win, the Falcons or the Titans, and we've got 75% in favor of the Falcons taking this game today.
The home team, the favorite. We'll see how that plays out. Throw here in between 3 different defenders. Perfect placement, 1st down. Mariota making it look easy on an almost impossible pass.
Malhotra showing he's got balls of steel throwing it in the middle like that.
From the shotgun now. And the 44-yard line. Will take the snap behind the 40. A lot more audibles being called. He loves mixing up his plays. Nothing straight from the playbook. Customized every time. Snap, throw out to the left side. Great play. But he steps out of bounds, and they're not going to give that one to him.
Beautiful little throw, and it looked like he might have been in bounds, but they're calling it back. You got to think they're disappointed in that one.
I could not agree more. That's a real hard one. You know, it looked like as a professional baller, you have to keep your feet in bound. You got to drag that toe. Wasn't able to do it that time. That could play a big role here. 2nd and 10. Snap, dropping back to the 40, throw over to the left side, somehow catches that. Taylor reeling it in and picking up 17 yards and a first down.
He almost seems to have the defense slightly on the ropes here. It's like they're not seeing what's transpiring right in front of them. It's very surprising.
I definitely agree. Mariota now steps up to the line directly behind the center with a man in the backfield.
Guy is always on the move. He's always like thinking, it seems, in this game. Oh, wow.
Snap, run out to the left, cut back to the right, and Henry picks up some yards this time, 4 to be exact. Still in the negative overall, but made something out of what could have been nothing. They were coming off the corner hard there.
Might have been the best run we've seen this game so far.
I think it has been. I think it's been the first positive run we've seen this game.
Absolutely.
2nd and 6 now from the 36. Good opportunity for Tennessee. They've been moving the ball nicely so far. What are you seeing out of this offense?
I mean, so far, Tennessee is moving very nicely. As we stated before, the QB is definitely keeping an eye on the play that's happening in front of him and changing things up on the fly very much.
Snap, handoff, trying to get to the outside, and Humphreys not able to do so. It looks like they're calling that a reception technically. Might have been one of those touch pass handoffs.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised by that one myself, maybe.
3rd and 9 now. I formation, offensive line strong and trailing off to the right side. Snap. Mariota looking, and he's sacked way back to the 46. Jones comes in, his 3rd tackle of the game already, and this one for a big loss on the sack.
That took him out of any sort of idea of even being in the field goal range as well.
Shane with a host, Johnsy with a host. We have TPCHL legends here with us today. Langell with a host, and of course, Colby and I also dropping those.
Gotta support what you do, maybe.
Snap, punt, heading rapidly towards the sideline, and out of bounds at the 1. What a kick by Rockman.
I think Rock's happy with that one, too.
1st and 10 now, standing on the paint of their own end zone.
Ooh, they're brave.
Snap, dropping back, throwing short, knocked down right at the 2. They're going to count the forward momentum for a yard.
Not
Very
sure
dangerous.
If you see the player wide open on the left, probably potentially could have got a first down there. But when you're in that type of position, the fact that you're even thrown from back there, I'm impressed because that is terrifying.
Big opportunity here for Tennessee to get a huge stop. High formation, lateral out to the right side. He's still in his own end zone. He's taken down. Safety right out of the gate.
Yikes. Not what Atlanta wanted. That you got to think they're highly disappointed with that one. Here.
I mean, a safety, you're giving up points while you have the ball still. Very hard to recover from something like that. Now forced to punt the ball. This one to about the 18, going to be returnable. And knocked down hard at the 28, about a 10-yard return.
we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Mariota takes the snap here. Handoff, trying to get to the right side, just past the offensive line and taken down at the 29. Henry almost into positive territory now after a 2-yard pickup.
Absolutely, Meter. He's getting there. He's getting closer and closer every time. You got to think that he's going to get ready to break out for a big one here at some point.
I definitely do think that. Snap, handoff, trying to get out to the left. Picking up a single yard, and that will end the first after 1. A lot of punting the ball, including a safety. Tennessee did a great job of punting and pinning Atlanta back at the 1. They couldn't get out of the shadow of their own scoreboard. In fact, they increased the scoreboard for their opponent with a safety, and now Tennessee with the ball again.
Yeah, Tennessee is looking pretty good here, looking to add on to that. Oh, wow! Didn't know where that was going for a second.
Throw. Looks like he was trying to hit the guy behind who had a good run going, but instead his guy in front of the line picks it up and forces a 4th and 3 where they're going to have to punt this one away on what could have been a first down.
I don't get that one at all.
I can tell you one thing, and that's Rockman's taking notes on his name, and someone's going to be running laps.
Laps? Yeah, wind sprints, laps, you know. Good Lord. You know, I'll be surprised if he may get benched for that. That's kind of a selfish play.
Very, very selfish. You got to know where your teammates are, not only where your opponent is, but where your teammates are, and if you're the intended receiver or not. Regardless, Atlanta with the ball now at the 23. Handoff fake, rolling out to the right, throwing it deep. Beautiful throw.
Oh!
A spin move causes a missed tackle and taken down from behind, but big yards there for Matt Ryan and the Falcons.
Jones making it look easy. That was a beautiful catch.
First and 10, just behind midfield, the 49-yard line. The snap, handoff, getting out towards the left side, getting some decent blocking, but taken down. Only a pickup of 1 there, and I think that's their first positive run of the game.
You know, so anybody's going to take positive yardage there, whether it's 1 or 3 or whatever it is.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Especially when their last run attempt resulted in 2 points for the opposing team.
Very true. Oh!
Hooper with a little short pass reception, spins immediately and causes a missed tackle, but then walks right into another guy who takes him down. 3rd and 4 now after a short 3-yard reception.
Yeah, that was a fancy move just to get smoked no matter what.
Here we go.
Ryan takes the snap, handoff fake, looking, throwing to the left, wide open. Hooper's got this one, stops on a dime, a missed tackle, second missed tackle on the juke, and taken down at the 27-yard line.
Hooper's doing some fancy jucking and driving out there today, Meter. That boy's been dancing.
He has been. Bama has been working on his moves clearly, and it's showing. Well done running along the sideline there.
Clearly that DDR machine in the clubhouse is paying off.
Handoff has a whole lot of room. Freeman picks up the first and moves the ball to the 10-yard line.
That was a massive hole. They were not expecting a run there, I don't think, Meter.
I don't think they were either, and that puts Atlanta in the positive on their run attempts this game. Pinch in by the defense.
They're thinking run, but I'm upset.
Atlanta calling the audible, looking into the end zone, throwing and swatted down at the 1.
So close.
I thought he had it. Looks like he threw just behind his receiver. Wasn't able to hold on to it.
Yeah, he wasn't able to keep a hold on to that. I don't know if a Titans player got a pinky or a finger in there, but it was enough to obviously make the pass fall a little bit short.
Ryan now steps up to the line, handoff, getting out to the left side, not getting quite the block he was hoping for, but does pick up 3 yards, 3rd and 7.
Just don't do what I do. Meter, and not only that, buddy, we're in your favorite zone.
We are. We're past halfway through the red zone, and that means we're in the red hot zone. The 7-yard line, 3rd and 7. Next stop, end zone. The snap thrown over to the right, bobbled and dropped. No end zone this drive. They're going to have to settle for a field goal.
Gonna have to take away the buttered popcorn from Jones on the sideline because that boy's fingers seem to be a little bit buttered.
The chip shot good, and that gives Atlanta a 1-point lead. 3-2, a very weird score for football. Looks like a hockey score.
Indeed, and speaking of hockey, Meter, tonight I make my play-by-play debut where you take on our lovely founder of not just the TPCHL but the TPCHL in Langell.
TPC Sports founder Brian Langell and I are going head-to-head. Bruins, Leafs, an age-old rivalry. No matter what way you cut it, that game coming up at 8:30 Eastern. That is right after this game ends at the 30-minute mark. And you and Bama will be calling that one. Bama will be leaving the field, and Langell and I will be jumping onto it, onto the ice. Don't go anywhere after the game, because that's going to be a good one, too.
If anything, folks, let's see how a boy from Alabama does with a hockey game.
A good run here. Tennessee fights through and picks up the first. Heading rapidly towards the 2-minute warning here from the 36-yard line. Tennessee trailing by 1. Has the ball, I formation. Offensive line strong on the right side.
He's going to get it off before the 2-minute warning. No, sir.
They go for the hard count, trying to draw them offside, but Atlanta not biting. 2 minutes left in the half. 1st and 10, Tennessee. Looking to make a drive here and take that lead back. 1 out to the right, 2 to the left. Mariota in the shotgun with the man just to his left takes the snap. Drops back to the 25, throwing this one, blocked out of the air, almost intercepted. Very dangerous throw. I imagine he thought he could hit his guy over the defense there.
He's made some crazier looking throws today, so that one didn't look nearly as crazy as some of the ones that he's made. So, yeah, I would agree.
2nd and 10 now after the incompletion. Mariota going back into the shotgun. The man to his left. Tight end off the line. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. The snap on the spin. Oh. Beautiful, beautiful play. What a curl.
They wanted the big man to have it. That just made sense.
That was perfect timing. Absolutely exceptional. That only comes from practice and chemistry.
Oh, hands down, Meter. And that's one thing we've seen with Rockman in the last 2 weeks. He's been putting in a lot of practice. He wants what I just received. He wants a trophy.
And what a trophy it is.
Gorgeous.
2nd and 9, a 1-yard pickup on the run attempt there.
Couldn't be prouder to place the Lombardzi Johnzy trophy.
Mariota takes the snap. Throwing. What a play. That was weird. Only EA can have physics like that, but all that matters is it was well timed and Davis hauls it in.
Did he just hold his hands out and yeah, there it is. Yeah, okay. That's exactly what happened. That's what I thought, ladies and gentlemen.
The ball moved to the 25, 30 seconds left. Tennessee letting the clock tick down. Looks like they're trying to leave no time left on the clock. A curl route to Walker. Caught. No hurry-up offense. No timeout. There's the timeout.
Yeah, if anything, I would have let the time run down a little bit more. But then again, at this point, they'll have a chance to do probably at least one more play and then probably go for a field goal.
I mean, I say you start using those timeouts when you're at a minute. And if you're 20 yards out from the end zone, you still got quite a ways to go. And that's why it's different strokes for different folks, and I am not a former TPCFL champion.
I like the strategy. It's not a bad strategy. He can go up. I mean, you think within this range he's going to go up.
The snap, throwing, very dangerous and swatted down. Great defense by Atlanta.
Again, ignoring the wide open man and going for somebody that's in double or even triple coverage in Humphreys.
Very scary. There was a guy in front of that ball who didn't move. If he had jumped like an inch up and put his hands up, he could have intercepted that.
I mean, the good thing here, Meter, is he can run another play and go for a timeout and still kick a field goal.
3rd and 5, 17 seconds. If he runs another play, he's gonna have to get a first down if he wants to keep the drive moving. Looking, throwing into the end zone, into the back of the end zone. It's caught, both feet inbound. Touchdown, Titans!
Unbelievable. I was questioning his foot position there, but the refs on the field says it's good, and now we're just waiting for a PAT attempt to see if we can go up 9-3.
And to the screaming boos of the Atlanta crowd, the Titans take the lead, but I don't imagine they care too much what this crowd thinks.
No. Titans are coming in here, and they're looking to do one job and one job only, and that's to make Atlanta cry. And so far, they're succeeding in that job.
Brought back out to the 23-yard line. And now, with 8 seconds left, Atlanta has a decision to make how they want to play this one.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Atlanta here, I would take a knee. But that's just me. With that amount of time left on the clock, you're not going to get too much done. And that close to your end zone, if it's intercepted, that's a lot of trouble.
Ryan in the shotgun, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Takes the snap, looking downfield. Throwing to the left. It's caught. He had room. Oh, my God. He had a touchdown if he kept going. Steps out of bounds with 2 seconds left on the clock. That was a touchdown, Colby.
It sure was. I don't know why did he stop? He wasn't out of bounds there, was he?
They're calling that out of bounds. It had to have been his toe, but that was close.
Unbelievable. I mean, if I'm Atlanta, I'm questioning that one. I'm surprised. I would look at a review. Like, that's, I don't know. Hopefully we get to see a replay of that at some point here.
Snap. Ryan rolling out from the 40, bombing it down into the end zone. One-on-one back there. Intercepted in the end zone. That'll pad the stats, and that's all. And that will take us to halftime.
Nothing like a little bit of halftime to, hopefully catch our breaths and get maybe some sort of an announcement.
Let's see if we can get on the horn with the owner of the TPCHL, the founder, for a special announcement here as we start this second half. 9-3 is the score. Tennessee leading. Tennessee with the ball. They take a knee in the end zone. And this drive will begin as so many have before from the 25-yard line. Mariota takes the snap, handoff, getting out to the outside, has the line, and moves the ball to the 35.
After those early struggles, Henry's really starting to look good.
Hey guys, thanks for having me into the broadcast here. I appreciate it. I just have a quick announcement. I've been working a lot behind the scenes, working on stats, trying to create more of a community, more of a sports dynasty for this league, and bouncing ideas off Meter back and forth. One of the ideas we came up with was to come up with how teams do against other teams in the league in the history of the league. So if you go to the website now, there's a new tab called Versus History. And in Versus History, it has all 32 teams in the league and their record against every other team in the league. So as Colby mentioned earlier tonight, the Falcons and the Titans are 1-1 lifetime against each other. Not only that stat, but how they performed against every other team in the league is also now available for everybody to check out at tpcfootball.com under Versus History. And now you can go back to like week 1, game 1, all the way up now to season 7, and every single game is recorded here and you can look up what the records are against every other team. It's going to be great for statistical archiving. It's going to be great for looking at stats, and it's going to be great just to see whether or not your team matches up well against another team in the league, historically speaking. So I'll let you guys get back to the game. I just want to make this announcement for the fans of the league that want to get more information and all that great stuff. But you guys are doing a fantastic job, and good luck in the second half.
Well, thank you, brother, and thank you for all the work you put in to make that happen, because these stats are completely different than any other league. No other league has what we have in those stats, and that's because of all of the hard work you've put into it. So thank you for all of that.
No problem at all. I'll let you guys get back to the game.
In the meantime, Tennessee has been doing an amazing drive forward. 2 big passes. One was actually a short pass that was run almost the rest of the length of the field. And just there we saw another that moved them deep in the red zone, deep in the red hot zone, the 1 yard line. And now they're looking to put 6 more points on the board.
Going to be a tough one here, Meter. The 1 yard line has got to be the most daunting place in football.
I formation. Atlanta's defense having trouble moving there. The snap, handoff fake, looking, and immediately taken down. Wow, that was fast.
Wow, he came out of nowhere like a freight train.
Trefont came off the right edge. Very, very fast.
Unreal. Just when you think Tennessee can't be beaten, Atlanta drives the quarterback, Malhotra, into the ground. Unbelievable.
Now 2nd and goal from the 10. 1 out to the left, I formation. Offensive line strong on the right side. The snap, throwing into the end zone. Touchdown!
Nobody home. Wow.
Were they thinking run? What was going on there? There was nobody in the backfield to cover for a pass.
It's hard to say. They were definitely, I would say, definitely thinking run there. Looked like they sent the whole farm, and what happens when you send the farm? You know, you might lose a couple chickens.
It seems that way, or you pick up. My apologies. Going for the 2-point there. Caught me off guard for a second, but makes sense mathematically. Incomplete. Leaves it 15-3. A 12-point spread right now on what could have been a 14-point spread.
I mean, Tennessee's still looking pretty good here, even though they missed that 2-point conversion. It's going to take a lot for Atlanta to come back in this one, because they got to score, stop Tennessee again, and then score again. But if anyone could do it, it's our esteemed broadcast colleague, Bama Shots.
1st and 10 now. Ran that one back out to the 24, which is where they'll start their drive. 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Ryan from the shotgun behind the 20. The snap here, dropping back to the 15, dropping back to the 10, throwing over to the right. Swatted out of the air. Great defense by the Titans.
Titans have been all over Atlanta tonight defensively, only giving up that 1 field goal so far. I'm got to say, I'm extremely impressed with the Titans defense.
Langell pointing out in chat, less than 1 point separates these 2 teams in the league power rankings. This is a very fair matchup, and I think the scoreboard not quite doing it justice. This has been a very atypical game for both teams.
Oh, hands down. I just think the Tennessee's, obviously their defense has been that much better, but that's not to say that Atlanta's been lackluster offensively. It's just that I think that maybe Tennessee did some really good scouting and knew what they were doing this week.
Throw over the middle. This one's caught. Hooper gets a missed tackle and moves the ball to the 38-yard line. Shout out to Perp Tart with a follow. Congratulations on your season ticket acquisition. Welcome to the club. You're going to be happy you got those, as we have sports, hockey, and football every week, almost every day this week. Hand off to Freeman. He's got a whole lot of room getting to the sideline, down to the 30, where he drops.
That was a huge, huge gain. Freeman, another one of those players that when you give him a little bit of space, he's going to take a mile.
And he is fast. He had the room, and he made good use of it. Now, another handoff, this time getting out to the right side, way outrunning the defender who was on his tail, but somebody else steps forward, didn't get the block he needed as he spins around the guy trying to block him. That safety blitz working well. There was Jackson spinning around his intended blocker, the receiver, not picking him up.
Yeah, Tennessee definitely smelt a blitz, or excuse me, they definitely smelt a run there, so they blitzed the heck out of him, and there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I can't think of the analogy that I'm looking for, but you have it. There it is on the scoreboard.
There it is on the scoreboard indeed. 2nd and 12, throw over the middle and picks up to the 20, and that's going to be a first down.
Atlanta looking really good right now, showing maybe just how much better that their offense can be.
That 12-yard reception moves them to exactly 100 receiving yards this game so far. This one thrown over everybody into the end zone. Nobody in the backfield. Touchdown Jones. And Atlanta puts 6 points on the board and makes this margin very, very close.
Another situation where the defensive team said, oh, they're definitely running. Boy, oh boy, were they wrong. And now the benefit is on Atlanta's side. And now it's a 5-point spread, brother.
They bet the farm. Atlanta won the bet, tore it down, built a parking lot. Is now has to give this ball back to Tennessee and is looking for a big stop. Humphreys in the end zone, calls for the fair catch. This drive will start at the 25.
It's going to be an interesting last few seconds in the third and the last few minutes in the fourth. I still say that this game is a complete coin flip. I have no idea who's going to win this bad boy.
Back. You go tight. You got tight. One.
Mariota takes the snap, handoff trying to get to the outside. Henry is taken down for a loss of 4. 11 rushes for 26 yards. You're not going to have a good night running if you're only averaging just over 2 yards a run.
No, not at all. It's, I think Atlanta knew that Tennessee was going to be really good with the run game, and so far they stifled it pretty well, especially when Henry gets the ball in his hands.
Snap, handoff, getting out to the left side. Lewis has a whole lot of room and taken down at the 33 as the clock strikes 0 on the third. And now in a 3rd and 2 situation, Tennessee looking to extend their lead, and Atlanta looking for a giant stop. 6 minutes up on the board. The final time that clock will turn over. Don't go anywhere, because this is the final moments of this game, and anything can happen still.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you thought that this was decided, you're sorely wrong, and that shows you right there why.
Snap, throw over to the left side and swat it out of his hand. He bobbled it, not able to hold on as the defense puts too much pressure, and now Tennessee going to be forced to punt this ball away. And Kern aiming as precisely as possible. This one sailing towards the right sidelines. It's going to make it to about the 17 and be returnable. Good blocking, cutting up towards the sideline and moving the ball to the 34. A really good return there.
This is exactly what Atlanta needed. They need to put up a major on the score. Field goal isn't going to do it. They need to score a touchdown here to have any shot of winning this game today. And in that retrospect, if I'm Atlanta, I'm burning as much clock as well as I can on this possession before I do score.
Really big opportunity here. Jones way off to the left. 3 to the right from the shotgun. Ryan takes the snap, rolling around in the pocket, throwing it deep into double coverage. Swatted out of the air, almost intercepted.
Very lucky it wasn't there. It was just a floater, Wasn't a bullet pass or any sort of imagination, and it just fell a little bit short from the intended receiver.
Ryan with 120 passing yards, but not a very good completion rate. When he completes big, but not quite enough. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Ryan in the shotgun. Nobody in the backfield. The snap. Looking from behind. He's sacked.
He got creamed there, Meter.
An 8-yard loss. 3rd and 18 now from the 27. Atlanta not in a good position. They're trailing by 5.5 left in the game, and a giant sack puts them way, way back.
Definitely not how they want to end this drive. Let's hope they can get some positive yardage here, and they're hoping for that first down.
A pass coming, thrown deep, one guy on one. This one is caught and dropped.
And again, it's easy from up here because we see this. He had 2 men open on the right-hand side. Double coverage was Jones. Now he's got to punt that bad boy away.
Bosher steps up from the 27. He'll punt from behind the 15. The punt sails to the 20. Sherfield misses his tackle. Jackson cutting left, right, left. Finally spun down at the 46, but past midway.
This game is all about the jucking and jiving tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you, there's been some fancy footwork on both sides of the field.
A 34-yard return. Wow.
That's got to be one of the best returns besides not scoring a touchdown.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
1st and 10 now from past midfield. Mariota from the I formation throws over to the right side. Taylor with this one. There's a first down at the 31.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
No, Tennessee will definitely be happy with a field. Well, they won't be happy with a field goal here. Because even if they get a field goal, it's still Atlanta could come back, score a touchdown, and get a 2-point conversion to tie it up. So if Tennessee, if they want to try to put a nail in the proverbial coffin, need to score major.
Mariota about to cross 200 passing yards this game. Fine with eating a lot of the clock down as we tick down here. Mariota takes a snap, throws over to the left. There's another first down past the 20. They busted into the red zone at the 17.
And if I'm Tennessee here, I don't know about you, Meter, but if I'm Tennessee, I'm switching to 2 clock offense here as well to try to drain as much clock as possible, keep the ball in bounds, and keep the clock running.
Mariota directly behind the center. Snap, handoff, trying to get out to the left side, pushing through a guy and picking up a single yard. Well fought for yard by Henry. Hasn't had a ton of luck on the ground. All of the big runs have come from their backup.
Yeah, they've been all over Henry like stank on rice today, man. He can't do a thing.
You got a lot of stanky rice, Colby?
Just a little bit.
One to the left. Man in motion over to the right side of the line instead of the left. The snap, handoff, a little bit of wait time and takes off, and there's a touchdown out of nowhere.
Just like that. We talk smack about Henry, and he says, not today, and he shows us why he's an elite level player in the TPCHL.
And the extra point is good. We have a 12-point spread. The game's not over, but it's quite a bit harder to reach now for Atlanta as they trail with 3:14 left in this game.
The lid's on the coffin. There's a couple nails in it, but there's still a little bit of light, and Bama's clinging onto it at this point. Let's see if he can come back.
3:14, there's time for a quick drive, a stop of the defense, and then another drive. This game's not over. Return to the 29. They'll start with some pretty good field positioning, too, as they return it from the 2.
Looking good so far. That was a solid return. Gotta believe they're happy with the additional 4 yards of the gain there. I would assume that Atlanta's probably going to be going for a lot of passing plays. So hopefully Tennessee is playing a lot more zone coverage or man-to-man coverage.
Snap, Ryan looking downfield, rolling out to the right, throwing over the middle. This one is caught, and he's hit so hard it pops loose. 8 for 18. A 44% passing rate right now for Ryan.
He might be feeling that for the next few months. Good Lord, that was a huge hit.
Ready, Blue 80! Blue 80! Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
All right, 2nd and 10. Stepping up, dropping back, screenplay, great play. He's got the room, He's got the blocking. Cuts back inside. He could have stepped out, cut back in, picked up a couple more yards, but the clock keeps moving. Down at the 44. No hurry up offense.
And again, that's Freeman. He knows what he's doing.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Down! Ready! Blue 80!
Atlanta looking for a miracle here.
Ryan taking the snap, throwing over to the left, wide open. Jones catches it and taken down at the 24, but more big yards as we head rapidly towards a 2-minute warning.
Still not using hurry-up offense. I definitely would have hit that here sooner rather than later.
I got to agree with you on this. Snap, looking, rolling out to the right, throwing over to the left. It's caught again. Hooper taken down at the 14, 2-minute warning.
Unbelievable drive that Bama's putting on here. He's showing he's showing that he is not going to take this line down. Unbelievable.
Second and 1. Ryan with a snap. Handoff. Getting out to the left side. Getting some blocking. Jackson takes him down at the 10. 1st and 10. The clock keeps moving. No timeout. No hurry up offense.
Hey, he's only got so much time to play with here because he's got to score here and then turn around and then score again. He can't tie it. He's got to go for the victory. So him not using hurry up offense here is questionable. Hopefully Bama starts using that soon.
Ryan takes a snap, throw over the middle, touchdown! Out of nowhere again. What a great play, that quick slant play, finding the hole in the coverage and filling it, beautifully done.
Now, if I'm Bama here, I'm definitely going for, the PAT. 2-point conversion is not going to be any good for you. That'll do.
17-22 the score.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have them already, make sure you get your season tickets because this is unfreaking believable, and it's going to be some exciting stuff coming up here to end this game.
This kickoff coming to you. Tennessee called a timeout. The kickoff to about the 1-2 yard line, being brought back out, weaving through traffic, and taken down at the 25-yard line.
Alabama needs a 3-and-out here very quickly, or he needs to get that. He needs a recovery. If I'm Tennessee, I'm putting that ball on the ground. I'm keeping it on the ground and trying to get at least 1 first down so he can use up Bama's timeouts.
On the ground, very short, quick outside passes if you find that Atlanta's blitzing too much. You got ways to make guaranteed plays that are going to result in some yards and keep that clock moving. Timeout Atlanta after a poor run. Has a loss of 1 overall. 1:26 left here in this game.
Man, oh man. What a tight game meter. I just cannot believe the level that these guys are playing at, and this is only week 4.
The snap drops back. Sacked!
Ooh.
Huge play. Brings them all the way back to the 17. Instant timeout. 1:22 left, and this crowd is loving it.
Unreal. This could be the quote TPC turning point coming up here. If it's first down, it's game over. If it's a 4th down, it's Atlanta ball.
Snap. Mariota's looking, coming in quick, almost sacked. Gets the ball away. It's complete and taken out the 30. Timeout Atlanta. They got it. They got the stop, Colby.
Unreal, unfreaking believable. Bama's going to have about a minute and 16 seconds or a minute and change left on the clock to make something happen here. Ladies and gentlemen, up off your seats. This is insane.
4th and 5. The punt will come. Snap from the 30, punt from the 20. Kern taking his time to line this one up. The clock frozen at 1:16. The crowd standing. The ball makes it about to the other 20. Brought down, cut back inside. Great moves. 10 seconds come off the clock, but good yards gained. And from the 37, what could very easily be the final drive of the game begins. No timeouts for Atlanta. Only 2 ways to stop the clock. Out of bounds or incompletion. You could also spike it. Let's say 3 ways to stop the clock. Snap, throwing, swatted out of the air. Very dangerous throw.
Tennessee knows that Atlanta's going to be going deep with the ball, and it's going to be difficult to get there. If I'm Atlanta, it might be a better way to do this would be to chip away at the sidelines and work your way up.
Ready, Blue 80, 525. I got one. Watch tight end. Tight back, ready, set.
Ryan takes the snap, throw over to the left side, and this one dropped.
A little bit of rush there for some reason. He could have waited a little bit longer, I think. Not a lot
Weird
of pressure
throw there.
Yeah, very strange. Not like Matt Ryan at all. Not like Bama.
Ready, Blue 80, 59.
Ryan now in the shotgun. 3rd and 10 from the 37. 58 seconds left in the game. The snap. Looking. Throwing over to the left into coverage. This one intercepted by Bird.
That's it. Unbelievable.
Byard comes down with it.
Unbelievable.
There were 2 Atlanta guys there and 1 Titan. And they are lined up in victory formation. And victory they have earned.
Insane game today, Meter. And neither team, I mean, it sucks that a loss, especially when you're at home. But, you know, if I'm either team here, I'm holding my head up high because what a game that we experienced.
An amazing game. Both of these teams kept us going right to the last minutes. And an exceptional display from the TPCHL once again. Get your GGs in chat. Mariota with a handoff, plowing through a defender. Not sure what that's about.
Yeah, I would definitely not recommend a play because if you get hurt, it'd be awful silly when you won the game and you know, and you get a guy hurt. Just don't recommend that action at all.
And the clock expires. Tennessee comes out with a victory on this one, but a hard-fought game. Congratulations to both teams, and for those of you watching, don't go anywhere. We're going to be back very, very quickly with some hockey. The Bruins, the Leafs, an age-old rivalry between those 2 teams and between the 2 opponents, myself and the founder of the league, Brian Lanchel. So stick around for that. Let's take a look at some stats. What are you seeing, Colby?
I'm seeing that, I mean, you look at the board today, and it looked like Tennessee potentially ran away with it. However, that being said, again, Atlanta played very well, especially towards the end. Their defense was very, very solid. Really, their defense was solid the entire game. And it just an incredible 4th quarter, probably one of the best 4th quarters we've seen in quite some time.
Extremely great game. The Titans now lead the series 2-1 lifetime. And according to Langell, they will not meet again unless in the championship game until season 11.
Which is disappointing because these 2 guys went head-to-head today, and it was fantastic. I watch these guys play every single day. I don't know about you, Meter.
Taking a look at some stats, super comparable. Within 5 yards of rushing, within 10 yards of passing, within 40 yards of total yards, 3rd down conversions in favor of the winning team. and Red Zone 100% for both of them. These are two really good teams. I hope that they play some private matches against each other because I would happily call any match between these two teams.
Would love to see them in the championship someday as well. It would be a heck of one to call. And not only that, they're both sitting at 2-2 now, so they're both sitting at 500. So who knows what's going to happen now, Meter?
I know what's going to happen now, and that is some more great sports. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name's Meter. I've been joined in the booth here by Colby. Any final words, Colby?
Not about football. I'm looking forward to making my play-by-play debut and seeing what you and Landrell can do, my friend.
I love it. Well, we'll get Bama in the booth and get you on play-by-play, and we will be back very shortly with some TPCHL, some hockey action. Don't go anywhere, but from me, I hope you all have an outstanding rest of your night.